Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Cyrano. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new to the crew, make sure you subscribe and get notified. But if you're already a part of the crew, salute. Alright guys, so basically these two devices right here we're going to be looking at are the CUBOT X50 on my right, and we're also going to be looking at the BLU G91 Pro. But both of these devices are extremely solid and they come in at about under $200. So you can get these devices at a really good affordable price. So if you're into budget devices, make sure you check out the channel and make sure you scroll through a lot of my videos. And if you like the channel, then do me a huge favor, hit the like button and subscribe for more videos just like this. But this is the protective covers that come with both of the devices. We have a silicone cover right here, and we also do have a rugged cover on here. And we're going to take a look at the bodies in just a second. But when you take a look at these devices, you can see that they do have a 6.67 inch display on the CUBOT with the side fingerprint sensor located right here on the side, power button right above it. Then the BLU G91 Pro has the fingerprint on the back, and it does have that power button right on the side with the volume rockers above it. So let's go ahead and take off the cases that come with both devices. I think that's pretty sick that both devices do come with cases, and you can just see that they both do have that matte texture, which is really crazy. It's a really nice texture that they put on these devices, and that means that you're not going to really get too many fingerprints that are actually visible on the device. So all you really need to do is wipe off the dust that might accumulate on the cameras, but everything on this device just screams matte on here on both of these devices. It's really nice. So I really like using both of these devices because they don't gather oils or fingerprints or anything of that nature. Now on the BLU G91 Pro, we are getting that really nice display on here. It's a 6.7 inch display with a 48 megapixel camera on the back. And then we also do have a actual 48 megapixel on the CUBOT X50. So what I wanted to do was just show you guys how the cameras look when you put them on the back of the cameras. We do get a 32 megapixel front camera on the CUBOT X50, and then for the BLU G91 Pro we get a 16 megapixel. So I'm gonna take a random picture, just a point and shoot, and the flash came on, so let me turn that off because it was on. All right, cool. So let me turn that on. Boom. So we just took a picture with the CUBOT X50. Now I'm gonna take it says the AI's on. I'm gonna leave that just like that. And I'm gonna take one with the G91 Pro. So these are the two shots I took. Let me make the screens bright so you can see both of them right here. And I'm gonna turn off dark mode on the CUBOT so you can see that a little bit better, right? Let me just turn that. Where's the dark mode? Here it is. Boom. Okay, cool. So that's how it would look with the darkness, the brightness turned all the way up. And you can see all the details on both of these come out really good. That 64 megapixel, just wow, that looks crazy how good that came out. You know, the BLU G91 did a good job as well. Let me know which one you think came out clearer. It kind of looks more clear on the CUBOT just because it's more focused. I'm not sure if I was shaking or anything like that, but just pointing and shooting, they both look really, really good. It's just a little bit, I don't know, I would choose the CUBOT here, but they do look extremely good just to point and shoot. And let me just take a picture of my face real quick. Okay, cool. So for this one, I definitely like the G91 Pro. I don't know, like let me see, it just looks lighter. I'm not sure if that's like because I look really dark on the CUBOT, so you know it looks like I have a tan on the G91 Pro, but on the CUBOT it looks like I'm darker, like I'm dark skinned. But they both look really good on both cameras. So basically let's try out the fingerprints, right? On both of these devices you do get the, like I said, the power button is on the side right here at the top, and then you can get the facial recognition on this one as well. which is really quick, and I like that as well. And you also do have that facial recognition on the G91 Pro as well, so that's extremely quick. And you also do get that fingerprint sensor as well. So I do like both of these devices because they do offer both security measures. So let's take a look at both displays, guys, and both of these devices are beautiful when it comes to the displays. We get the punch hole in the middle on the CUBOT X50, and we do get the punch hole in the middle as well on the BLU G91 Pro. So really good displays. So for the G91 Pro, we have 1080 by 2400 as well as 393 pixels per inch, and on the CUBOT X50 we do have 395 pixels per inch and 1080 by 2400 on there as well. So they're pretty much similar, almost identical when it comes to like how they look. The screens are like absolutely gorgeous on both of these devices. They're full HD plus, so they're gonna have really good resolutions and everything of that nature. But when it comes to the gaming and stuff like that, we're gonna get into the performance. But like when you're looking at the displays, I can't stress how good that looks. It just looks extremely good on both of these things. And for some reason, the screen on the CUBOT X50 just looks slightly whiter, whereas we get a more reddish, I don't know, like it's more warm here. So let me go into the display settings and kind of see you know, why that is. And when I go into display settings right here, you can see that we have this on automatic dark mode. You can't really adjust like how the temperature looks on this one right here. So it has that notification light, which will show when it's charging, when it's a low battery or a missed event. You also do get lift to wake on this device if you so desire, and screen timeout, wallpaper, adaptive brightness, but you can't really adjust the temperature, but it's just that really nice white color. Now on this device, you can go into display and you can adjust the temperature mode. So if you put it standard, it's still gonna be that, this one's still whiter. So that's what I'm trying to get to, is that this one's a little bit more white on the device. So I'm not sure if that makes a big difference or not. Now we are getting Bluetooth 5.0 on the CUBOT X50, and we are getting Bluetooth 4.1 on the G91 Pro. But both of these devices do have decent speakers, and I'm going to show you the sound quality of both of them in just a second. Alright guys, so I have the CUBOT X30 on the left and I have the G91 Pro on the right. So let's listen to the CUBOT X30 first. X50, I'm sorry. All right, so let's listen to the G91 Pro. Wow. So I could actually hear bass coming out of the BLU G91 Pro, so for that I'll give it to the G91 Pro. Another thing to note is that the CUBOT X50 will charge at 18 watts, whereas the BLU G91 Pro will charge at 30 watts of fast charging. Alright guys, so when it comes to the graphics on this guy, we are getting, let's just see, the high frame rate, which is really good, right? Smooth and high frame rate, and we will accept those graphics. We also get the proximity sensor, light sensor, accelerometer, compass, gyroscope, barometer, geomagnetic sensor, magnetometer, pedometer, and altimeter on this guy right here. So it has like pretty much everything except for NFC inside of it. We'll get into the sensors on this one as well, but it does have a compass, proximity sensor, gyroscope, accelerometer, and a rear fingerprint sensor as well. Now this is running 8 gigabytes of RAM as well as 64 gigabytes of internal memory. Right? Well, I think this one has 128 actually. So 128 memory, RAM. I'm sorry. I'm messing up. 128 RAM. It's 8 gigabytes of RAM and 128 ROM. That's what I'm trying to say right now. My bad. I was like, So the graphics on here are extremely smooth. It feels really snappy, and this display on here is really crazy as well. Let me just get this guy. Damn. Alright, cool. But yeah, the gameplay on here is sick. Wow, that's crazy. Let me get out of here. But yeah, the gameplay on here was really crazy. Now, as far as the G91 Pro, it's going to be a really good device because we can play Fortnite on here. It's basically got our chipset, which is the G90, the MediaTek Helio G90, which is allowing you to play games like Fortnite, and you can also play Genshin Impact as well. But this is probably one of my favorite games to just test out on a daily basis. But as you can see, you can game on ultra with smooth frame rate on this guy, so you do get an advantage for gaming as well on this guy. One more thing to note is you get a 5,000 milliamp hour battery on this guy with the G91 Pro, but you get a 4,500 milliamp hour battery on the CUBOT X50, so you're gonna get better battery life on the G91 Pro. So let me just show you the gameplay on this thing.
Let's go.
The screen looks really beautiful, and the frame rate is extremely smooth as well. So that's just something I note when I'm...
The blue team has scored for the first time!
And you're getting a really good frame rate on this thing.
Nice shot!
Really good speeds. And it just looks really clean. Anything that you do just looks extremely clean. So I just can't stress how good the gameplay is on here. But just to make it, just to wrap this up, you get a better battery life as well as gaming performance, as well as slightly better cameras on the rear, but better on here, but better on the front on here. And these both have the Android 11 but the software updates will probably come in more frequently. They'll probably come in evenly on both of these devices, but you'll get a better battery life on the G91 Pro. But as far as the software and everything, you get a facial recognition on both of these devices, and you get a fingerprint sensor, and they have a huge, enormous displays with really beautiful panels as well. So let me know which one you would pick. The screen does look brighter on the CUBOT X50, and this one does look really nice as well, but it's just whiter and more brighter on the CUBOT X50. But that's pretty much everything that I had to say about both of these devices. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section, and I'll get right back with you later. Peace.